Personal space being violated? Yes, you're in Adventureland. It's very crowded here, you guys. We're all very friendly. We're getting there. You can see what I mean? Like, when that's the fast pass line right there. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
The fast pass on the far side.
Okay.
But yeah, we still have time. But you can get the.
Indie time is 11:14. Oh dear. We've lost Sarah and Christian again. They just sometimes just run off. Oh my gosh! Did you hear that? Are we next to a ferocious tree? I've never actually looked at the tree from here. We've always walked by so fast. Oh look, there they are. Christian, I require you to grow that mustache back, please.
What?
I require you to grow that mustache back. Yes. I'm not adjusting well.
I'm not adjusting very well myself either, but it's going to take some time.
That's new. That's new.
Did you guys? No, that's been there.
No, that's.
When Jessica Rabbit's dress new?
Did you see her dress was different?
Yeah, I didn't see Jessica.
It had polka dots all over it.
Yeah, before
Oh, yeah.
it's all in red.
I thought it was like that purple sequency look.
Let's ask Ian.
I don't remember.
He said he doesn't remember. That means I'm right.
You know, it means I don't remember.
That means I'm right.
Works for me.
Don't listen to anything you say.
You didn't give the blessing, so I can't believe you. I didn't. Damn it, I'm trying. Yes.
Guys, wouldn't it be cool right now if we were in a ride vehicle that took us to wherever we're going right now, then we got out and walked around a bit, then got back on the ride vehicle, and then did the attraction, and then got out, walked around for a little bit, then got back on the ride vehicle again and finished the ride?
Why? Because America.
Because there's no way, Ian, there's no way this is gonna work. Battle Escape.
What do you mean?
Getting out and back on again?
that now?
Yes, I was saying, it would be right now, if this is Battle Escape, we'd be in a ride vehicle.
Yeah.
We'd get to the end, we'd get out, we'd walk around a little bit, then we'd get back in again.
Wait, so the queue is supposed to be right? The way
Well-
ride stations describe it is you get on the ride, you
Immediately. Immediately.
you get off, explore something, and then come back on the vehicle.
This just seems logistically and operationally unfeasible.
A fiasco. There's no way you can't control people like that.
Not only that, there's also the almost immersion break having to do seatbelt checks again before they can sit
Exactly,
off.
yes.
Members there.
What if?
Also, any kids who needs more time to get in and out, like maybe wheelchair or any other ADA,
Well, that's, yeah.
that slows everything down. Like
What if it doesn't need seatbelts and it's just a lever stick?
that helps.
Well, that would
They
be
still-
great, yeah.
They still have to check it.
Yes, but I mean, that could be quick. I mean,
I don't think it's a roller coaster, so you don't need
yeah,
seatbelts.
exactly. You shouldn't need seatbelts. It should just
It's
be the
not
lever stick.
completely impossible, but it's highly unfeasible.
I just can't, it would have to be so controlled and so like single file type situation, so you don't, where are you supposed to explore? That's what I want to know. Oh God, look out! Hang it, Christian.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Just put us all at risk.
So there's a queue, you get into a queue, you enter your vehicle, and that's where the ride begins.
Yeah.
And therefore you enter like a half a journey in this vehicle.
My guess is that they're doing that so that, because it's multi-level.
Yeah, right?
It's not multi-level like, because people were saying, well, you know, Transformers has multiple levels.
Yes.
You go up, but it's not an elevator. We're talking about an actual elevator.
So it's going to be an elevator more haunted mansion? Or
I don't know, not like anything we've ever seen, no, because you're in a vehicle.
because it's going to be, the elevator's going to be rising while you're in the vehicle, right?
I don't know.
Like that's what we're assuming?
Well, look have you seen the footage from Pirates in Shanghai?
No, I have not.
Okay, there is one part where they basically, you float up to the top.
But you don't actually go up or down. You are in this exact same room.
So you're not moving at all. Because it looked like you were moving also with it.
That's one of the reasons I don't like that, because there's no physical motion
Are
to
we
go
doing
with
the
it.
uptown show tomorrow?
Okay. So it's all projection that's creating that image?
Because some newer whatever ride-throughs, you can see the water level. You can see it's right there.
That's true, yeah. Okay. So what do you, I mean,
If you feel up to that,
I think that's why you're getting out, because they can't have you in it and then raise you to the next level in the vehicle. And that's why you have to get out. The only reason why they're having you get out is for logistical reasons. They have to.
But even getting you out and in seems like a logistical nightmare for car cops.
Which is what because I remember I saw your comment. You said this may never get this feature may never see the light of day.
But again, so I'm glad they're thinking that big and creative.
They
because
either
that's good.
are or aren't. They have to know now because you have to build
Well,
that
that's
in.
fine. I'm just saying the fact that you're even potentially thinking this crazy is a good thing.
It's already thought.
they have to have some sort of solution for the nightmare of having to recheck and getting everybody reloaded.
Well, they don't. It's just going to take longer. They don't have a solution for that. But what I'm saying is that this is a feature. If they're already, if they're building it, if they're building this feature in this elevator mechanism, then that's it. It's done. You can't undo that. You can't rebuild the attraction.
The thing works, you could still be in the ride vehicle when it goes over. I guess I don't see why you have to be out of the vehicle for it to roll.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There must be a reason why that is.
I think the up or down, yeah, is locked in, but the getting in or out is not.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. I feel like it's a safety thing, maybe, or it's not, or it's bad show. The elevator's bad show.
It depends how it's themed. If it's themed that the
Maybe you
vehicle's
can't
getting,
theme it.
if the vehicle's getting, okay, Star Wars, if the vehicle's getting on a turbo lift, which is essentially a Star Wars elevator, then you're being lifted into another part of the base and it doesn't break story, right? There are ways to, story can be made to work with the ride.
Right,
That's
but-
not the worrying part.
That's the concerning part for me, is that I understand what you're saying. They couldn't come up with a way around that. And they're still, knowing all that, knowing that you can theme the elevator section, knowing that you can, make a good show out of it if it's possible. Maybe you can't, and that's why.
The article made it sound like the getting out is something that the creatives specifically want, not something, and then the ops people are telling them.
There is no way that is an intentional choice for show purposes.
If they want you to interact with things off the vehicle, then that is...
That'll mess everything up.
It would, but when people start blue sky dreaming, their whole point is to think of anything and everything. Then the ops people come and say, cool, that part's good, you can't do that, that we can find people to make.
But there's a reason why we have the Omnimover. There's a reason why we have a boat mechanism for pirates, because you can't let people walk around at their own leisure. You can't. And they know it. They knew that 50 years ago.
Yep.
Right? So it just worries me. But
I mean, to be fair, we literally just saw some of that in Mickey's house. People stopping in the way when you want to get to the next thing.
right. Yeah. You can't. People are unpredictable. They're unpredictable, and that's why you need the Omnimover. Not only does the Omnimover help keep people moving, but you can then put the show to them in the way you want the show to be presented. They're not looking in a different direction because the Omnimover has pointed you in the direction they want you to look.
Speaking of things to be real, that's why Roger Rabbit had to be carefully designed, because you can spin and see in any direction.
Yeah.
They had to cover their butt on that.
Yep.
To make sure.
Yeah. Everything has a backside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Millennium Falcon,
Yes.
interactive cues.
I mean, there could be, but I think the interactivity that they were describing was more akin to something like Mission Space at Epcot, where you do things on the ride to change the outcome.
Along the way.
Yeah.
He said twice. There are two interactive sections, they said.
Again, there could be some interactive stuff to set things up in the queue, and then things on the actual ride you do.
And somehow you can make this fail.
Yes.
What does failure look like?
Well, certainly not getting blown up, that's for sure.
Because that would be crash landing into like Hoth or something like that would be badass.
Depending, I mean, it kind of depends on what that story setup is. If you're smuggling something, it could be you get captured, right? Or you have to,
all right.
You have to jettison your cargo like on the Kessel.
Right.
Right, there are ways to failure condition that aren't just, oh, you died.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I see. You get caught or have to dump your cargo. Yeah.
Yeah, so there are ways to say, oh, hey, this did not go as
That
well.
doesn't really, losing your cargo doesn't seem like much of a penalty.
Again, clearly I'm not a writer. I'm not the one coming up with the story. Point is,
Like, whatever. We lost our cargo.
Point is, you can make it work. You can make it work with people clever.
What if? Jar Jar Binks shows up at the end.
That's failure.
That's failure.
You're subjected to the entire Gungan race singing to you.
Could this be the fabled temple of the Forbidden Eye? According to Jones, the temple contains a chamber of destiny, where an ancient idol lured visitors with promises or gifts, eternal youth, earthly riches, or visions of the future. But that able to that is.
Section of the ride. We're trying to peek through there. We've noticed a bunch of empty Jeeps getting sent through there. I've not seen any guests get any vehicles, but they're keeping the track moving, but not with any guests in the Jeeps. And they, yeah, no announcements either. Just, what's his name? You know, talking.
Stalin.
Yeah, Stalin.
Just remind you, the journey gets a little bit bumpy.
She's fine.
You have chosen wise. This path leads to timeless youth and dream. You looked into my eyes. You now mean
Are you all right? kidding you guys. I showed you that because we didn't actually get the ride. It was while we were waiting in line. It did not come back on. We did not get the ride. So, but I didn't want to chip you guys. I didn't want to show you just a few. So there you go. Indiana Jones Temple of Forbidden Eye, and we're leaving with the lights on.
That's what he meant. He was saying.
I am legit terrified. The exit queue. I've never seen anything like this. I can't even. Hold on. Look at this. It's like you can't even. All you see are heads, and just people stopped, and they go a few feet, and they stop. And this is the stuff that nightmares are made of for me.
No accident. There's just too many cars.
Why didn't they send them back out this way? Because now everybody that oh my gosh, it's terrible. And that lady just juked the Joker right there. She went for it. She's like, screw you guys, I'm going home. Oh, she got caught by CM.
It turns out the reason why everything was backed up there was because they were handing out fast passes to everybody.
Like just for Indy though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have loved a universal one there.